sound like somebody you know? Is your ex barking at you through the phone? Send those nagging issues to the belly of a seal while supporting a good cause. So here at Blank Park Zoo, we have 2 resident California sea lions. We have our 12-year-old California sea lion, Zoe, and we have our 5-year-old California sea lion, Meatball. And then we also have a Pacific Harbor seal here, and he is 13 years old, and his name is Ross. So there are a few ways to tell the difference between seals and sea lions, especially Pacific Harbor seals and California sea lions. The biggest one is going to be their coat color. So you'll see Ross when he's swimming around, you'll see that he has a gray to blue coat color with a lot of spots, while our California sea lions are going to have a solid dark coat that can range from dark brown to blonde. They also move very differently on land. While the sea lions have the ability to rotate their hind flippers and walk on all 4s across the land, our seals go galumphing across the land, which is when they are going in an inchworm-like movement. As well as that, there are differences where our seals have just ear holes on the side of their heads, while our sea lions have little ear flaps, as well as a few other traits, but those are the basic ones that you can know to tell them apart at a distance. So the seals and sea lions' diets will vary depending on the year or things going on in their life, similar to penguins. So our sea lion Zoe currently eats anywhere from 10 to 12 pounds, and she is a mature adult female sea lion, while our harbor seal is going to eat anywhere from about the same range, but he can also dip down into 8 pounds depending on his weight or the time of year. Sea lions like Meatball are going to be pretty competitive with Ross when it comes to feeding ratios, but eventually she will top him out and eat that 10 to 12 pounds when she gets a little older. We do monitor their weight, and we monitor any kinds of issues going on with them, including training, so the food diet is pretty flexible with us depending on what's going on. So here at Blank Park Zoo, we participate in either 2 to 3 feedings every single day with our seals and sea lions. In a normal kind of feeding, we would be monitoring their health and wellness by having them participate in different husbandry acts so that we can get better eyes on them or even some hands on them as well. They participate in voluntary eye drops, involuntary opening their mouths. They also present body parts to us so that we can get a good look for any cuts or abrasions. The other purpose of our training exercises are to get their energy out. Some of the behaviors that we're going to do definitely are a lot more fun than functional depending on the day, but they allow us to show off these amazing animals to our guests and show how athletic and just overall energetic that these animals are. So even though both of our sea lions and seal have very sharp teeth, they actually do not chew their food. They typically will take the food with their sharp teeth and then pull it in and allow their strong muscles to actually gulp the fish down into their belly. So even though that they have those sharp teeth, they're not necessarily using them for chewing as much as they are for grabbing food. This allows them to eat more effectively out in the wild by inhaling a lot of different fish instead of having to chew each one before going to the next one. So they are very efficient at hunting and foraging for their fish.